Sneaker fam, what is good? I am Coach Nostra. Got a new silhouette. Let's break it down a little bit, get into some of the pros, some of the cons, what I'm feeling about this silhouette, what I'm feeling about this colorway, and then let's check them out on feet, guys. Let's get into it. Alright fam, Nike Kobe AD in a men's size 11, sail/multicolor is the official colorway. Once again, you got the return of that sort of pea green, yellow box with like the snake scales going on top. Somewhat cool, but they've been hitting us with this box for a minute now. I'm feeling the change up, guys. Let's get into the sneaker. Alright fam, there's the sneaker itself. Nike Kobe AD in the Mamba Day colorway. Before we get into the sneaker too much, let's talk about the whole naming of the Kobe line post Kobe 11. It's confusing, this whole Kobe AD thing, man. I picked up one colorway of what I kind of think of as the original Kobe AD. I don't know what exactly makes it the Kobe AD. The insole had the street in Compton that DeMar DeRozan grew up on. They were just a little busier than a lot of those other Kobe AD colorways that were really plain. This sneaker is completely different. The outsole is fairly similar. The upper is completely different. The lacing system is different. Putting the shoe on is completely different. The fact that it doesn't have a free-fitting tongue is completely different. Why is this thing still called the Kobe AD is my question, with no other Roman numerals. We need something else, man. I feel like they should have just continued with the Kobe 12, Kobe 13, instead of doing this silly stuff with all this crazy naming and stuff. It gets to the point where it's just hard to keep track of, man. And eventually, if the Kobe line persists, which I feel like it will, eventually they're just gonna switch back to the number system. I don't know why we got away from it in the first place. It's confusing, guys. Alright, anyway, so having said that, these things are very different, a very unique Kobe sneaker. If you guys have been rocking with the Kobe line at all recently, to me this feels like a new sneaker, a new direction. This definitely feels like something different for Kobe. That low profile silhouette is still there. We've got that sort of built-in sock liner type tongue. Haven't seen that on a Kobe yet. The actual toe to the shoe is mesh. If you put your hand into the shoe and feel the actual toe box, you can feel that there's at least 2 layers of material going on there. It's very breathable. It honestly reminds me a lot of the PG1. That shoe, once you slide your foot into the actual sneaker, if you take your toes and kind of wiggle them around in the sneaker, you can see that in the shoe. You can see your toes sort of arcing up there at the end. It's a very, very soft, almost sock-like material. Again, very different for a Kobe sneaker. The laces themselves, I feel like this is another sneaker where the laces are really more of an aesthetic thing than they are really actually a functional thing. What I mean, to elaborate that point, is we're all conditioned to seeing sneakers that have a lacing system going up the actual tongue of the shoe. Whenever you think sneakers, you really think a lacing system going up the shoe. Otherwise, you're thinking a slip-on. Those are different kind of categories really of shoes. So when they release things like these, like for example when Adidas released those Ultra Boosts that were laceless, to me they just looked crazy weird. Your eyes just couldn't get over the fact that there's no laces there. Low-key dig at the Jordan 5 Fresh Prince joints without laces, no lace holes. Anyway, moving on. So between the actual material on the actual toe of the shoe, the actual lacing system, and then working our way back to actually putting this sneaker on. In my opinion, this sneaker is another sneaker that's incredibly hard to get on your foot. All these sneakers, to me, that have this sort of built-in sock liner, built-in almost sock-like sneaker, they're super hard to get on your foot. They always have sort of a stretchy kind of material going on here. I don't have a fat foot, I don't have a wide foot, I don't have a weird shaped foot, and it's still really difficult to get my foot into this sneaker, and it's also really difficult to get my foot out of this sneaker. Unlacing the shoe does help a little bit. It does allow the shoe to stretch a little bit more. So I would not lace these things up a certain way and just continuously try to slide your foot into them. You're gonna have to unlace these things to get your foot into them, which makes sense. I mean, that's a sneaker. You're supposed to unlace it to put your foot in it. Once they're on, they feel good. The cushioning is good. There's not a ton of support working your way up to the front of that sneaker. To me, I'm always excited for a new silhouette. I was excited to get these things. I'm digging the colors. They definitely pop. Once I pulled these things out and was trying to put them on, that excitement did dwindle a little bit. I'm definitely interested in seeing what the future holds for these things. The shoe itself features a lot of different colors. I'm not really sure where they get the multicolor from. Essentially, you've got a lot of navy going on this sneaker, from the toe cap to a lot of outer detailings and points on there. The laces themselves definitely pop at you. They're pink. They've got some hits of navy in those laces as well. The actual Kobe sheath that's on the actual tongue is on a little pink pull tab. The actual logo on the back heel is in pink on this left shoe. The right shoe actually features a unique Kobe in multicolor, which is pretty dope. Maybe that's where they got the multicolor from. The insoles are also navy blue and feature that Kobe logo. You've got a bunch of hits of gray on the medial and lateral portion of that upper. Of course, you got that Nike swoosh in that somewhat faded detailing, very dope there. As you work your way to the medial portion of the shoe, you've got that Kobe logo again in that same sort of faded texture. Very cool, very dope. One of my favorite sort of hits on the shoe, how they sort of snuck that in there. The actual lace aglets, you've got some navy ones, and then here in the middle, you've got some of that sort of electric yellow. That outsole, of course, is electric yellow, which I do dig. However, I feel like it's just gonna look kind of pissy as it yellows going forward, but it's pretty cool, definitely pops. You got that little hit of crimson or red, whatever you want to call that, right there on that as well. You got a little bit of bronze as you work your way back to that heel portion, some white on the midsole. All in all, these things are pretty dope. What do you guys think about these? A little bit more affordable for the Kobe line. They're not hitting you over the head for that normal $200 price point with Kobe's, so that's pretty dope. I'm definitely feeling that. What do you guys think? Let me know in that comment section down below. Are you guys feeling these? Is it just another Kobe that you guys aren't messing with? Let me know down below. Let's check these things out on feet. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Smash that thumbs up or down button for me, guys. Sub to the channel if you guys haven't yet. Y'all know what time it is. Stay blessed, guys. Peace.